Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by Your Nectar Prices at Sainsbury's. Imagine a world where your favourite things cost less. It's pretty amazing, right? It's like the universe is aligned just for you. Well, that's the magic of Your Nectar Prices at Sainsbury's, and it's pretty simple. You can unlock up to 10 personalised discounts every Friday on things you love in the Nectar app. And the best part is that while Nectar Prices are for everyone, Your Nectar Prices are just for you. It couldn't be simpler. Each week you'll get up to 10 personalised offers. They're your Nectar Prices. So every Friday, just check your Nectar app and unlock your Nectar Prices to save more now. Enjoy your own personalised discounts on things you love with Your Nectar Prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, Nectar app required. Unlock up to 10 Your Nectar Prices weekly, available in supermarkets, online and in locals with Smart Shop. T&Cs apply. On today's Smart 7, European leaders prep Trump for Putin, police change guidelines after far-right protests, and much more. It's Thursday, 14th of August, it's World Lizard Day, and happy birthday, Mila Kunis.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Ukrainian President Zelensky flew to Berlin on Wednesday to meet with European leaders, including German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, and join a virtual meeting with Donald Trump. The purpose of the call was to brief the US president in advance of his summit with Vladimir Putin on Friday. Trump and Vice President Vance were both on the call, along with Zelensky, UK PM Starmer, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte, and French President Macron. German Chancellor Merz says their message was clear.
The American president knows if the United States of America now work towards a peace that keeps Ukrainian and European interests in mind as well, then he can expect our full support.
Macron says that Trump told the European leaders that his goal was to achieve a ceasefire and that he agreed any territorial issues must involve Ukrainian President Zelensky. The meeting is now due to take place at a US Air Force base in Alaska, but Zelensky was warning that nothing Putin says can be taken at face value.
I told the US president and all our European colleagues that Putin is bluffing. He is trying to push forward along the whole front.
The ongoing far-right protests over immigration appear to have led to a change in police policy when it comes to those arrested in high-profile and sensitive investigations. The National Police Chiefs Council has changed their guidance on the release of information of the ethnicity and migration status of suspects in circumstances where there is a policing purpose in doing so. It's become common practice for misinformation and disinformation on social media to whip up xenophobia and point fingers at migrants as part of a backlash against immigration, and the NPCC hope that more detailed information will help to diffuse the situation. Policing Minister Dame Diana Johnson didn't sound completely convinced.
We also want to ensure that if someone is arrested and charged, that process is fair and that there isn't anything that's done along the way that could prejudice that case.
The aim is to provide greater transparency, but former Met Police Chief Superintendent Dal Babu says the move will increase pressure on the police and warned that politicians also need to take some more responsibility.
We're in a more polarised political situation, and I'm not sure that the police are able to do that with a great deal of confidence with some of the elected politicians who would seek to cause unrest.
US Vice President J.D. Vance continued his UK holiday on Wednesday, but he's relocated from the Cotswolds to Scotland. He's staying with the family at Carnell Estates, which has a 14th century tower and a 10-bedroom mansion, and is about 40 minutes away from Donald Trump's Turnberry golf course. Vance attracted plenty of protests in the Cotswolds from locals outraged at his motorcade and his enormous security detail. He also accidentally got Foreign Secretary David Lammy in hot water after a photo of the two men fishing without a licence went viral. In between holidays, Vance took time out to address US troops at the RAF base in Fairford, Gloucestershire.
We are going to make it our mission as an administration to bring peace to Europe once again. But as you all know, it is impossible to bring peace anywhere unless the bad guys are also worried that we've got a hell of a fine Air Force and a hell of a fine military.
An 80-year-old man, Pim Coley, was killed last September while walking his dog in Leicestershire. The killing was carried out by two teenagers, a boy aged 15 who was convicted of manslaughter, while a 13-year-old girl was given a 3-year rehabilitation order. Neither can be named for legal reasons, but the case was before the Court of Appeal on Wednesday, referred by the Solicitor General Lucy Rigby, who felt the 7-year sentence for manslaughter was too lenient. Despite objections from both the victim's family over leniency and by the male teenager's defence team who sought to have the sentence reduced, the appeals court said the sentencing was correct. Lady Justice McCure delivered the ruling.
The sentence was a very significant sentence. It was entirely warranted by and commensurate with the seriousness of the offence.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, heartbreak for Spurs in the UEFA Super Cup, and Charlie Sheen spills the beans. Right after this. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. Imagine a world where your favourite things cost less. It's pretty amazing, right? It's like the universe is aligned just for you. Well, that's the magic of your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's, and it's pretty simple. You can unlock up to 10 personalised discounts every Friday on things you love in the Nectar app. And the best part is that while Nectar prices are for everyone, your Nectar prices are just for you. It couldn't be simpler. Each week you'll get up to 10 personalised offers. They're your Nectar prices. So every Friday, just check your Nectar app and unlock your Nectar prices to save more now. Enjoy your own personalised discounts on things you love with your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, Nectar app required. Unlock up to 10 your Nectar prices weekly. Available in supermarkets, online and in locals with Smart Shop. T&Cs apply. Welcome back. Wednesday night saw the holders of the Europa League title Spurs face off against the holders of the Champions League title PSG in the UEFA Super Cup. It was new Spurs manager Thomas Frank's first game in charge of the club, and facing the might of PSG was no easy task, but Spurs scored first and second, holding off the French champions until the 85th minute. Then the tables turned with two quick goals for PSG, and that led to a penalty shootout which the French side won. Disappointment for Spurs, but Frank wasn't unhappy with the way his team played.
I think we played a very good game. We're playing against one of the best teams in the world, maybe the best this moment in time. And I think we had them exactly where we wanted them for 80-something minutes.
Richard Osman has quite a few strings to his bow. He created and co-presented TV quiz Pointless. He's the co-host of hit podcast The Rest is Entertainment. And of course, he's also a best-selling author many times over. His Thursday Murder Club novels have sold over 1 million copies, and the 5th in the series is on the way. As if that wasn't enough, his first book has just been turned into a movie with an all-star cast including Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley and Celia Imrie. Celia popped up on The One Show to share some behind-the-scenes details about the movie and her co-stars.
At the beginning, I had to pretend I didn't know them because I'm the outsider and I'm the one being brought in and I'm the new girl.
Did it feel like a big shoot?
I'd say gigantic. No, I would. I'll tell you why. Because I've never had a trailer like that before.
Way back in 2010, Charlie Sheen was the best paid actor on television, the star of sitcom 2.5 Men and famous worldwide for his tabloid antics. Things came off the rails, however. He was sacked, he spiralled and spent some time ranting about tiger blood before cleaning up his act. He's now been clean and sober for 7 years, and he's decided it's time to tell the story of what happened. There's a new 2-part documentary called AKA Charlie Sheen, in which Charlie and his friends open up on the madness of the experience. It drops on Netflix on September 10th.
When you got a lot of shame about a lot of stuff, shame is suffocating. I lit the fuse, and my life turns into everything it wasn't supposed to be. There's only one person alive that has the answers to so many people's questions about me. It. Somebody call action.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Gene Smart has just returned to Broadway in the hit play Call Me Izzy. And critics can't stop raving. The New York Times cheers. Gene Smart is an awe-inspiring triumph. Deadline calls it a tour de force performance and a remarkable new play. The audience is dazzled and completely in her hands, says The New Yorker. and the Washington Post adds, Jean Smart is transfixing. Call Me Izzy, the can't-miss Broadway event of the summer.